The location, Calabasas High School. The location, Calabasas High School. The time, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. The event, the Calabasas Coyotes take on the El Camino Real Conquistadors. Promises to be a classic one. I'm Jared Wiseman, and you're watching KYOTV Sports. The Coyotes are still perfect, sitting at 4-0 on the season. Last week, they beat Pacifica High School 47-28, and the score wasn't even that close. The game was a breeze for senior quarterback Tristan Gebbia. His vertical dominance torched Pacific's D. He went 9 for 11, racking up 288 yards, 6 touchdowns, and no interceptions, including a 32-yard average per completion. On the season, he has 1,038 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 4 picks. Watch tonight. If Tristan Gebbia gets 4 touchdowns, he will have 100 career Coyote touchdowns. The Nebraska commit also has a 124.9 QB rating. But it hasn't been a one-man show. The receiving core of this team is a defense's worst nightmare. Senior wideout Keyshawn Johnson led the way with 3 receptions for 97 yards and 2 touchdowns. Junior Nico Hall pulled in 3 for 93 yards and 2 touchdowns. Junior Brandon Hiles had 2 receptions for 62 yards and a touchdown, and senior Darnay Holmes pulled in an 89-yard score. Keyshawn Johnson Jr. has 262 yards on the year, and Darnay Holmes has added 375 of his own. As for the rushing, sophomore Johnny Williams is continuing to put up a show as he put on 100 yards on 10 carries. He has 258 yards on the season. Last game was actually his first 100-yard rushing season, but the sophomore has looked promising to this point and is definitely going to be a feature of this offense for years to come. The defense has continued to play hard, not allowing more than 28 points in their first 4 games. They did, however, give up quite a lot of yardage in the game against Pacifica. Senior quarterback Raul Sandoval put up 252 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also racked up 72 yards on the ground. The Coyotes have struggled in stopping the quarterback run all season. They gave up, in total, 153 yards rushing. The D will be going up against senior quarterback Wes Crockett, who only put up 28 throwing yards and 1 rushing yard last week. However, they will be facing senior running backs Liddell Atkins and Cornelius Hawkins, who together had 336 yards and 3 scores. The Conquistadors' 2-headed attack of the senior backs will prove to be a problem for the Coyotes' D. This game will be a terrific passing attack against a devastating running attack. The game will be won on defense and through special teams. Now, my scripted stats aside, going to riff a little bit on here. This Calabasas football team, not going to sugarcoat it. They look dominant this year. And now they are going up against El Camino Real, who is ranked 1,127 in California. But this school is an amazing rushing attack. This team has 2 senior running backs who can torch the defense on any moment. But they will be going against a dominant Coyote defensive line. The dominant Coyote defensive line is anchored by Reggie Hughes and Zach Boyle, both juniors. Zach Boyle, game 2 of the season against the Salation Mustangs, had 3.5 sacks. Now, he's continued that dominance and has been playing terrific against all of the opposing offenses. Like I've added, they haven't given up more than 28 points a game. But the QB run has been a problem. Back to week 2 against the Mustangs, they did give up quite a bit of yardage to their quarterback, Jackson. And here comes the band. Gotta love the Calabasas band. Now, quick fact about Calabasas, the student section is known as the Pack. Again, we are the Coyotes, so Coyotes are in a pack, obviously. So there's the Pack. The band has had their own moniker, and that is the band. Kind of gives a little bit of an intimidating sense to our band. Some people might say, oh, the band isn't that intimidating of an aspect to the game, but with that name, the band, we try to instill fear. It's kind of like when you're going up into a fight against someone on the street. If their face looks scary enough, you're not going to mess with them. Well, our band is a nice scary face. El Camino Real is actually about 10 minutes away from Calabasas High School. It's a charter school, and it is part of it's just switched out of the LAUSD conference district. My apologies. They just switched out of that district. So we are not actually in conference with them. We haven't played the team since 2008. However, there is a bit of a rivalry with everything around it, and we're excited to see the football teams finally clash heads. It's been a long time waiting, especially since about 2 years ago the Calabasas football team wasn't even that impressive, having a very bad winning percentage. Turned it around. We hired Coach Clausen, got some good players, some good talent, and all together the team has looked tremendous. My apologies. Tremendous for the last 2 years. Last year winning a CIF championship, losing only one game to Camarillo High School. This year they're undefeated. They're looking for state, which they fell short of last year. And last time we played El Camino, our team was not as dominant as it is today. So we're excited to see. A lot of students have friends at El Camino, so it's going to be fun to have that rivalry going on. About 8 minutes until the game starts, right until kickoff. We're just awaiting for a national anthem, of course. There's the pack, likes to get a little pumped up before the game. You'll notice tonight the Coyotes, who last year were sporting Nike gear, are going to, this season have been sporting Adidas gear. They've worn a couple different jerseys this year. They've worn all black jerseys. They've worn black jerseys with white pants. And tonight they actually are wearing a jersey that I haven't seen in a while. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen it. It's all gray, black numbers with white outlines and the white helmet. The jerseys look very sick. Adidas has really focused their efforts on high school athletics, and Calabasas has benefited. They have great gear, nice shoes, cleats, tremendous helmets, jerseys, all together. They look more intimidating, and it kind of goes with the theme. This team is more dominant now than they were in the past, and they look even more dominant than they did in the past. Just a little thing I've noticed. Upcoming events, September 30th, Friday night, will be a comedy sports improv show at the PAEC here at Calabasas High School. Show starts at 7. Got 2 nice halves. Those who don't know, improv is comedy off the top of your head. Just a couple upcoming events at Calabasas. Water polo team is in season right now, so is volleyball. You can catch their games. Girls tennis is in session. I was able to catch a game. They look as competitive as ever. Actually, to tell the truth, all of our athletic departments are starting to look really powerful. I feel like with the football team becoming well, first off, our basketball team was the best sport at this school when I arrived in 2013, and slowly all the sports have becoming up to par with the basketball team. Now what I've realized is that basically all of the Calabasas varsity teams are becoming very good. It's just a change of atmosphere. We're a more competitive school, and we have more confidence. We want to be more competitive.
I said bring it down, one stop, one F stop. Okay, so look, you can bring up the saturation. I want you to see. When I bring up the saturation, you see that it's actually not green. It's just a lot of it's neutral. So we can bring that down a little bit. I think it needs some extra saturation.
And now we have the captains coming out for the coin toss. Captains, of course, senior quarterback Tristan Jebbia. senior receiver slash cornerback Darnay Holmes, junior cornerback slash receiver Brandon Hiles, junior offensive lineman and defensive lineman number 51 Zach Boyle. Oh, correction, they're actually only using 4 captains today. It seems for the coin flip, Darnay Holmes is not included with this. And they're shaking hands. And the last captain is linebacker Jackson Despain, number 6. Forgot to mention him. The Coyotes have won the toss and have elected to receive the ball. These days you see in the NFL, not sure about high school, but mostly in the NFL, you see a lot of teams deferring because it gives them that extra possession. In this instance, Calabasas is wanting to start with the ball. Now, I kind of understand that the Calabasas offense is so dominant and so explosive that within one play, they could be up 6-0. So no surprise there. We stop now as the players are about to run out of the game tunnel. The drums are banging, and here come the Calabasas Coyotes. The band is playing a rendition of Monday Night Football. And with about a minute and 20 seconds left before kickoff, the national anthem will be sung by senior Jordan Lieb.
Oh, say, can you see
Wow, a tremendous national anthem sung by senior choir member Jordan Lieb. And with that, it's time to play some ball. Just a reminder again, the Coyotes have elected to receive the ball. You're going to get to see firsthand, first drive, the explosiveness that is Tristan Gebbia and his receivers. But one of the most uncommon things that people don't talk about is the sheer size of the offensive line. Most of the offensive linemen are topping out over 260, some up to 280. For high schoolers, if you really think about that, that's tremendous. That's NFL-sized players right there. Our offensive line is big. They give Gebbia the time. Now, Gebbia, who is known as a pro quarterback, actually has some speed on the ground, so he can get around in the pocket, doesn't really need it. Because of the sheer size and his speed, it's usually five-man sets. Tristan Gebbia is never having that tight end on his line. Just an interesting fact, normally you got four receivers out there, that's two slot. Sometimes sophomore Johnny Williams lines up in the slot, sometimes he's behind him, sometimes they're running it from the shotgun. That sound good? And here we go. Here is the kickoff. Return men are number 5, Darnay Holmes, and number 1, Brandon Redley Hiles. And there's the kick. Fielded at about the 20. Laddered back out to number 5, Darnay Holmes, who is pulled backwards, recovers, he's at the 10, and steps out around the 16. So the ball was taken at the 20 and was lateraled back to Darnay. Darnay is very explosive. However, if it was fielded at the 20, it would have started at the 20-yard line. Coyotes are now looking at the 16-yard line. Tristan Gebbia back there with one running back, 2 receivers out on each side, 5-man line. Snaps the ball, is looking, steps up, floats it, and one-handed catch by the Coyotes. That's number 5 senior Darnay Holmes pulling in the 1-yard reception at the 30-yard line. What an amazing play. Once again, that took one play, and the Coyotes flipped from back in their end zone all the way to attacking territory. They're now at the 30. Great explosive play. They're back at the line. 5 receivers out, 3 to 1, 2 to the other. Tristan by himself in the pocket. He snaps the ball. He's looking, quickly throws it to number 21, who takes it from the 30, 25, and is taken down at the 24. 21, sophomore Johnny Williams. If you remember me saying this team in one instance can take over the game with one throw, 2 plays ago, Darnay's one-handed reception, that's evidence of it. Darnay takes the snap, he's in the pocket, he's looking, floats it into the end zone. Touchdown, Coyotes! Number 21, sophomore running back, Johnny Williams. Johnny Williams, I think 21. Stellar play from the sophomore running back / receiver. He's got some fans right in front of me throwing up some fat heads. And the PAT is good. And with only 2 minutes into the game, the score is 7-0 Calabasas. One, two, 3 plays, and the Coyotes are already up 7-0. And the dominance continues. I can tell you what, there's going to be some bragging rights if this game continues like that. Like I said, Calabasas and Elko, while not in the same division, have a bit of a rivalry. Now remember, in high school football, the ball is kicked off from the 40. Number 84, Mike Angler, is the kicker. Checks his sides. He's coming, and the ball is up. Nice kick, bellowing, taken at about the 7. He's up towards, running sideways up the 15, tackled around the 17-yard line. That was about a 12-yard return. Similar field position to where the Coyotes were. All right, and here comes El Camino Real. First time seeing them. They're quarterbacked by number 8, Wes Crockett, the senior. Only had 28 yards in the air last time, and the first play is looks like a handoff, wrapped behind the line by number 47. Number 47, Riley Wells. And that would make it 2nd down and 11. Not many men deep for the Coyotes. Another handoff right there, and it looks like a gain of nothing again. Coyotes wrapping him up another time. That was a gain of 2. It is now 3rd down and 10. Now, I mentioned in the pregame, and I mentioned a little bit during the game, that El Camino Real's strength is in their 2 senior running backs. Cornelius Atkins. My apologies. The running backs are Liddell Adkins. Reception received by number 2 at the 15 or 25-yard line. The senior running backs are Liddell Atkins and Cornelius Hawkins. Now, they had over 330 yards last week. So far, the first 2 rushes unsuccessful. With that completion, it is now 4th down and 3 to go. And Real's punting team is out. Giovanni Navarro is the punter for El Camino Real. The band enthusiastically cheering block that kick. The punt is up, bounces, taken by Darnay at about the 35. He's at the 40, 45, 50, 45, sidesteps, and is taken down around the 53. And here come back out the Coyotes offense. Took 1, 2, 3 plays last time. Let's see how many plays it takes this time. Bunch receivers both sides with a running back in the backfield. Defense in motion. Tristan snaps the ball, checks it to a screen to number 8. Number 8 takes it at the 40, 35-30, tackled at about the 29. It was a pickup of 13 yards by number 8, Hunter Nicholas. Running back again, bunch receivers, snaps the ball, hands it off to number 21, Johnny Williams, who takes it up to about the 21. It is now 2nd down and 2 for the Coyotes. Bunch receivers out again, 2 on each side. Running back in the backfield. Tristan snaps the ball, screens it back to number 28 again, 20, 15, and taken around the 12-yard line. Reception again by number 8, Hunter Nicholas. Another fast-paced drive right here. Coyotes are just gaining ground. Oh, there seems to be a flag on the play, holding against the Coyotes. Right in the middle of me saying that the Coyotes have been making progress. Blindsided by that penalty, the Coyotes will now be pushed back. What was the penalty? Thank you. The penalty will be assessed after the first down because it occurred after the first down. So it is still 1st and 10, but the Coyotes are pushed back to around the 28-yard line. Maybe there's a little confusion going on right now, but the Coyotes are still standing. The ref has the ball, and he places it on the ground. Nope. And they seem to be advancing the ball. Not quite clear what the assessment of the penalty is. We do know right now it is a holding on the Coyotes. They're still trying to figure out where they're assessing the placement of the ball. And another ref is coming in for more discussion. Yeah, there's definitely confusion on both sides. They're trying to figure out what happened. Did the holding come during the play, after the play? Was it a holding? Where should the ball be assessed? And the ball is being placed at about the 26-yard line. Ref explaining to the players on the line, and the whistle is blown. The ball is live. Tristan snaps the ball, hands it off to number 21, runs straight through the line, and is at the 20-yard line. That was a 4-yard gain. It is now 2nd down and 6. Snaps the ball, hands it off to number 12, sidesteps. There's a flag on the play. He's at the 20, he's at the 10, and he has a touchdown, but there is a flag in the backfield. The penalty is holding against the Coyotes, which means the play will be brought back. Holding must have been on the right side, as that's where he cut. We're only 3 to 4 plays in this drive. It's already taken up quite some time. Not on the clock, of course, but normal time.
I didn't call his name yet. Don't worry. I know who it is. I didn't call his name yet.
That's because there have been 2 penalties. The first one with lots of confusion. This one bringing back the Coyotes, bringing them, looks like, back to the 32-yard line. Bunch receivers again. Receiver behind, or running back behind Jebbia. Jebbia snaps the ball, hands it off to number 12. Number 12, Jaden King, brings it about the 29. And that would make it 3rd down and 15. Of course, you had the earlier penalty after the touchdown. 5 receivers, 2 bunch. Tristan by himself. Tristan snaps the ball. He's looking. He floats it out to number 12. Tips off his hand. And incompletion. He would have had the reception around the 5-yard line. Would have been a touchdown. Sailed a little bit over his hand. And that will make it 4th down and 16. And it looks like the Coyotes are going for it on 4th down and long. 16 yards. Tristan by himself in the backfield. He snaps it. Looks like a blitz. Tristan floats the ball out. Pass intended for number 8. Hunter Nichols. Ball floated quite above his head. Turnover on downs. And with about 6 minutes and 18 seconds left, the score is still 7-0. The Conquistadors will be taking the ball over on the 30 after the turnover on downs. Am I sounding good? I want to check out the screen. Do we ever snap delivery guy? Hankering for some food. The ball is snapped. He's looking, floats the ball up, and it is caught. Conquistadors caught by number 4 at around the 45. Jeremy Hawkins with the reception. And it is a 1st and 10. Quick play right there. The falling reception by number 4. Conquistadors running similar sets to the Coyotes. No tight ends, of course. The ball snapped and handed off, but it seems to be a fumble on the handoff. Recovered by the quarterback. Conquistadors keep possession. There was a little confusion there. The ball was handed off, bobbled through. Luckily, Wes Crockett, the quarterback, was able to fall onto the ball, keep possession for the Conquistadors. But that does make it 2nd and 14. Are you leaving soon? Okay. And the quarterback is still scrambling, being chased by the D, and he is taken down, but the ball is lateraled to the running back, who's bounced back, number 22, still on his feet. He's running and is swallowed up around the 34-yard line. Quite a series of events. Just missed one of the craziest plays.
I saw it on here. Seriously, I was watching it.
I know, but like, are you leaving soon? And it's like, go on, you're messing it up. Gershroyd, I heard that, by the way, that slap. And that will make it 3rd and 14. Quite an exciting scramble there. Not much to gain. 3 receivers out for the Conquistadors. 1 on the other side, running back in the backfield. No tight ends. Coyotes with a 4-3 defense. Ball snapped. Quarterback looking. He's scrambling. Sidestepping. He's moving backwards now. Still on his feet. Floats the ball out to number 2. Goes right over his head about a couple yards out. And that'll make it 4th down and 20. Two straight crazy scrambling plays. The quarterback is very fast. I will give him that. The Coyotes defense has been crashing in on this offensive line. Wes Crockett, the senior, has done a very well job, in my opinion, of running away. He doesn't have much receiver help as of right now. And the punting team is out there. This will be the second punt by the Conquistadors. And El Camino will take the timeout.
Don't trust anyone with your investments except stock cost today. Visit stockcost.com.
We sell those guys up there? No, we had like 2 kids who were there in case we got hungry. No, stay on camera. And with that, the punt team is back out on the field, back deep. Number 1, cornerback Hiles. Number 5, cornerback / wide receiver. Both are wide receiver cornerbacks. Number 5, Darnay Holmes. Darnay Holmes, of course, probably the most household name on the team. He is the 5-star recruit, the number 2 national ranked cornerback for his graduating class. High snap for the punter, pulls the ball down. Nice little punt there, bounces at the 40, bounces out around the 35. Back on Darnay Holmes, of course, if you do know who he is, he's the 5-star recruit, number 2 nationally ranked cornerback in the nation. He's also a very successful wide receiver. He's being highly recruited by top schools in the nation. Right now, his 2 choices are Stanford and UCLA. He's wanting to stay out west. He's leaning towards UCLA. Stanford's always there. U of A is on the list. He actually has a cousin who goes to U of A. And Nebraska is on the radar. Now, Nebraska's on the radar because there are 2 other athletes on the team who are committed to Nebraska. That's senior wide receiver Keyshawn Johnson Jr. and senior quarterback Tristan Gebbia. Gebbia by himself in the backfield, takes the snap. He's looking, steps up, throws it. The ball is knocked out at the 50. Reception was meant for number 5, Darnay Holmes. So senior Tristan Gebbia and senior Keyshawn Johnson Jr. are both committed to Nebraska. They committed around summertime. And they're looking very forward to attending. They have been very active on social media. Nebraska loves them. Actually, a lot of you watching the stream right now might be from Nebraska. Gebbia snaps the ball, floats it quickly to number 8, who takes it to around the 47. It is the first down for the Coyotes. The ball is on the 47-yard line. Tristan snaps the ball, quickly throws it to Hiles, who takes it up to about the 42-yard line. And the Coyotes are moving the ball again. That's their offense, quickly just getting a couple yard gains there, just moving the ball forward. And then, of course, they have their explosive option in number 5, Darnay. But to be honest, all the receivers are pretty explosive. Ball snapped. Gebbia throws it. Hiles has the ball, knocks off a defender, and he's out. And he is out to the 25-yard line. Great gain right there by Brandon Hiles. Coyotes are still moving it. Short completion that was extended by the athletic freak that is Brandon Hiles. He is a junior. Nebraska is also on his radar. Ball snapped by Gebbia, floats it out to number 3. Keyshawn Johnson Jr. is at the 20. Tackled by El Camino at around
Tackle by Landon Marshall.
the 16-yard line.
Pick up of 7 yards. Second down and 3.
It is second down and 3. Tristan Jebbia back in the backfield with a running back to his side, snaps the ball, hands it off to number 21, who was tackled behind the line,
Johnny Williams.
sophomore Johnny Williams.
Alonzo Gutierrez and Kevin Castillo on the tackle.
Tackle for a loss on the play.
Third down and 2.
And it is third down and 2. Ball snapped. Hands off to number 12, Jaden King, who runs back around, and he is at the 10-yard line. So he looked like he was about 10 yards deep, pulls it around with a sidestep, spins, and now he's up the field. That's a first down for the Coyotes. Ball snapped, handed off to number 12, again, who gets it to the 5-yard line this time.
Tackle by number 50, Kevin Castillo. A pickup of 6 yards. Second down and 4.
It is now second down and 4 on the 5-yard line. 3 receivers out right, 1 receiver on the left. Running back in motion, Jaden King again. Ball is floated to the back of the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Calabasas! Touchdown reception from number 3, Keyshawn Johnson Jr. Nice little fade play there. I wouldn't say little. Nice, great fade play there by the Coyotes offense. Extra point pending.
Mike Ehlers to attempt the point after.
1, 2, 3 step, and it was a touchdown, and the point after touch is good. And just like that, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Score is 14-0 Calabasas over the El Camino Real Conquistadors. Now, if the name Keyshawn Johnson Jr. sounds familiar, you might have heard of his dad, Keyshawn Johnson, the professional wide receiver who played in the NFL, played for teams such as the Jets and the Buccaneers. He also played college-wise USC. So a lot of people were expecting Keyshawn to go to USC. Of course, as I've mentioned, he committed to Nebraska. His dad did not have a problem with him committing to Nebraska. And the kick is up. Nice kick right there. Fielded at about the 15-yard line by El Camino. Sidesteps. He's at the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He's still on his feet. 45 and taken around the 47-yard line.
Return. 37 yards. Touchdown, Conquistadors. The insurance for your home or business serving the San Fernando and Coachella Valley for many years. Leverage Insurance. Leverage Insurance provides personal loss and insurance. LeverageInsurance.net.
Now we get to see the Conquistadors on offense again.
Wes Crawford at quarterback for the Conquistadors.
Ball snap, handed off, and the running back is tackled at the line, if not behind the line. Swallowed up on the play.
Kyle Stanak on the stop for the Coyotes.
That was a loss of 1. It makes it 2nd down and 11.
That's the end of the first quarter. Calabasas Coyotes 14. The other Camino Real have scored 0.
Who called the timeout? Who called the timeout?
End of the quarter.
Oh. And this is the start of the 2nd quarter. Real with the ball at the 51, 2nd and 11.
How old are your kids? How old are your kids? 16 and 16. What's the 16-year-old's name? You know Jake Fleischman? Cute kid, isn't he? Wes.
Once again, the field has been switched as the quarter has changed.
Wes Cotter, quarterback.
Pass out to number 88 on Real. Incomplete. Number 51, Zach Boyle, checking into the game. For the Coyotes, that is. It is now 3rd and 11, ball on the 51. Shotgun formation. Receivers in motion, switching sides. There's a running back in the backfield. Ball snapped and flag on the play. And it is against the Conquistadors. It was a delay of game call. More common in amateur level sports than, of course, the NFL. And it is now 3rd down and 17, ball on the 41. Running back in motion. Ball snapped. Fake. Pump fake. He's at the 50, 45, 40. Tackled down around the 36-yard line. And with the pump fake, the Conquistadors gained a 1st down and a little bit more. Now first down and 10, ball on the 36. I formation, uncommon in high school. Ball snapped, handed off. And to number 22, he's at the 30. Still on his feet, taken down, falling at the 27-yard line. 29-yard line. The top of the 8th for the Angels versus the Astros. Angels are down 6-3. Ball handed off. swallowed up at the line. Looks like a gain of nothing. For those Giants fans out there, the game starts at 7:40 p.m. Pacific time. They will be playing against the Padres. They're still fighting for a wild card position. It is now 3rd down and 4, ball on the 30. Two receivers out both sides and whistles on the play. Looks like a timeout. El Camino. Some more sports news today. David Ortiz hit his number 540th home run. And KG, Kevin Garnett from basketball, the NBA, has retired. And that is the end of the big ticket. They're saying that Adrian Peterson, moving over to the NFL, they're saying that Adrian Peterson will not return to the NFL till week 11. College football, make sure to look out for the Oregon Ducks jersey. This weekend they will be dressed up as ducks. Orange socks, orange cleats, like duck feet. Back to high school football, of course. It is 3rd down and 4, ball on the 30th coming out of the Conquistadors timeout. Ball is snapped. He's looking. Rockets. The ball is tipped off of the Coyotes defense by number 2. Instead, the ball is incomplete. It is 4th down and 4. Number 2 jumped the route on the defense. He jumped the route and almost pulled down the interception. That, of course, is Garcia, the junior. The ball was in his hands. It's an unfortunate play. But, of course, the play is moving so fast that sometimes it's just hard to pull in. That makes it 4th down and 4, and it looks like El Camino will be going for it. The ball is snapped. Crockett rushing. He's motioning, throws the ball, and it is knocked out by the defense. And with that, that is a turnover on downs. Coyotes will be taking the ball at their own 30. And here come the Coyotes' offense again. Coyotes' strength on defense, they're pretty strong on defense, but definitely their biggest strength is their secondary. 3 receivers bunched on one side. Jebbia throws the ball, caught, and he is pulling defenders till the 45-yard line. The reception by number 14. Number 14, of course, Johnny Wilson, the freshman receiver. Impressive 6'3" height. Ball snapped again, thrown to Hiles, who is at the 50, still on his feet, got about the 43. They are now in enemy territory. As I was mentioning, the secondary is held down by Brandon Radley Hiles, who is the number 8 cornerback in the nation. Darnay Holmes, number 5, he is the number 2 cornerback in the nation. And Tristan Jebbia's pass over the head of number 14. And their safety, Nasir Bright, also plays cornerback too. He is a senior. And then Zach Garcia, the very talented, very athletic safety. Their secondary is very stacked, very athletic, very lengthy. Second down and 10. Jebbia takes the ball. He's throwing it up, and the ball is in the hands and out of the hands of the receiver down near the 20. That was number 14, Johnny Wilson. And that will make it third down and 10 at the 41. Running back in motion, number 12, Jaden King. Jebbia snaps the ball. He's looking, stepping, throws it to number 8. Received at the 40-yard line, about a gain of 1. Number 8, Hunter Nicholas. That'll make it fourth down and 9. Well, what we would have to do is last time where we had me down there. Could you do it? And the reception by number 11, who is at the 10. 5 taken down around the 3-yard line. Nico Hall with the reception. And now they are at the 2-yard line. Ball snap, handed off to Jaden King. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Calabasas. And with 8 minutes left in the half, Calabasas is 20-0. Of course, we're pending the extra point. And of course, waiting for the extra point. Ball is snapped, placed, up, and the kick is good. And just like that, the score is 21-0. Once again, 8 minutes left in the half. Coyotes already up 21-0 against El Camino Real, the Conquistadors. The visiting bleachers actually looked pretty packed to me for a visiting team. El Camino excited to come out very close to Calabasas. And here comes the kickoff. The ball is up. Nice kick again, fielded around the 12-yard line. The ball is taken at the 20, 25, and out around the 27-yard line. There's a tight end in this formation. Once again, Calabasas never does that. Didn't see a lot of that from Real, but there is a tight end. They're using the tight end mostly for blocking situations. Ball snapped by El Camino, and the ball is hauled in around the 34-yard line. It is now 2nd down and 5, ball on the 32. Ball snap, crowded backfield, handed off to number 22, who is up around 36-yard line. And the ball is snap, handed off. Looks like a fumble. Ball is recovered by El Camino. And that will make it 2nd down and 10. Ball snapped by El Camino Real. He's looking, floats the ball up and way over the receiver, even past the defensive back of the Coyotes. And that will make the score 3rd down and 10. Here's El Camino. Ball snapped. Quarterback looking, bouncing around the pocket. He's scrambling, still running, almost swallowed up, throws the ball out of bounds. And that'll make it 4th down and 10. The pressure was applied by Reggie Hughes, who's been terrific all season. And here comes the punting team for the Conquistadors. They've done a good job of containing the explosive duo that is Hiles and Holmes. And proof that some teams don't, look back to a couple of our other streams, you'll see that kickoffs and punt returns are taken back quite frequently. They are fast and explosive. And the punting formation is out. High snap again. The punt is up. And short punt. Looked like it was deflected almost. And goes out around the 36-yard line. I could rush down like right when it's 0 without rushing down. Taking over. You want to commentate? It's fine. Tristan Jebbia in for quarterback, of course. The ball is snapped. Tristan Jebbia hands it off to number 20, who piles through the line. He's only able to pick up maybe one. You can sit. Yeah, I'm not sitting. And it looks like a 1st down on the play there. And that is a first down for the Coyotes. And looks like a gain of 7 on the play. And that'll make it second down and 7. Running back in motion. Jebbia snaps the ball. Screen pass to number 20. Goes through his hands, but that is behind the line of scrimmage. The refs are calling it dead. They're saying that was a forward pass. It appeared to be behind the line. Refs whistling it dead. And that will make it third down and 4 for the Coyotes. Ball at the 45. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in the half. Are you excited for your pitch putt? Did you slam it 10 times? Oh, you know you get a C if it shatters. Fourth down for the Coyotes. They're going for it on fourth down towards midfield, of course, at the 45. Jebbia with the ball. He's in the pocket. He's looking. He's scrambling. Pressure and pulled down for the sack. Coyotes trying to convert on fourth down. Pulled down for the sack. Turnover on downs. YouTube. Sorry if I And that is the second failed fourth down conversion for the Coyotes. Maybe there's an injury for the punter. Got to have more confidence in your special teams. And Real with the ball again towards midfield. Ball snapped, quickly thrown behind the line to number 4. Now they're calling it a forward pass, so that will be a dead ball. Went through the hands of the receiver. Second down and 10 at the 49. It was an incompletion. The ball does the clutch.
They're telling me not to. That's what they come up and have to talk about.
The officials told me not to do that.
And now they have a trips right, receiver out to the left, back in the backfield. Ball snapped. Crockett's looking, and he's swallowed up for the sack. And that will make it a loss for 7 yards. And it'll make it third down and 17. Clock still running. Ball snapped, handed off 50, taken out around the 47-yard line. Calabasas takes a timeout. Is there no 2-minute warning? That's weird.
They tell us
CAF is really weird. They have weird rules.
You know about the running the clock at the end of the game?
I heard about it for the JV game, but is this a varsity game? It's like a mercy rule, right? Yeah.
There's a 30-point lead, and then you turn the clock off.
That's interesting.
It's like a mercy. Or embarrassment.
CAF has a weird. We can't like publicize this too much because
Why?
it's because we're exploiting the athletes.
Is it a professional status?
Yeah. Meanwhile, first of all, this is not professional at all. But meanwhile, look
You're in
at
college.
and how much money do you think CIF does make?
I thought the screencast was good quality. I was impressed.
Thank you.
And that was only when you guys had 2 cameras.
And now we're up to 3. We're gonna have 4 when the next homestand
So
comes.
how many people you have? You have over 600?
At streaming?
Yeah.
No, we're pretty low right now. We're around 200.
Because everybody's here, because they're all local.
Right.
It's when the people are far away.
Exactly. Conquistadors with the ball, 3rd down and 17. Big boy taking the ball. That was a big player right there. Trying to power through the line. Pick up as many yards as he can. Timeout, Calabasas. It was a fake punt attempt, and that will be a failed 4th down conversion. Coyotes take the ball with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. No 2-minute warning in CIF high school football. They will be taking the ball with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. Coyotes score 21-0. Let's see if they can make it 28-0 before the half. Ball snapped, fake handoff. Tristan pressure in the pocket, evades a tackle, ball up to number 14. Number 14 gets to the 50, and what looked like a sack is turned into a 5-yard gain. Good heads-up play by Jebbia, good mobility. He's had some pressure tonight. The offensive line has been a little porous. Jebbia, of course, has that nice speed and awareness. Ball snapped. Jebbia in the pocket. More pressure in his face. Thrown. Looked to me like there was some pass interference. Coyotes are not getting the call. And that will make it 3rd down and 4. The crowd is chanting horrible refs. Ball snapped, handed off to number 21, tackle behind the line. That was carried, of course, by number 21, Johnny Williams. One of the few tackle for losses. Johnny Williams has been stellar on the year. Of course, had his first 100-yard rushing game of the season last game on 10 rushes. And he's continued this dominance. Ball snapped. Jebbia pumps it out to number 5, who's got it for the 1st down. Darnay Holmes with the reception, gets the 1st down and a little bit more. And that is 1st down for the Coyotes. 40 seconds left and ticking. Jebbia back with the running back. Ball snapped. Pressure. Short pass to Darnay. Flag on the play, but he is still running. He's at the 30, 35, 20, 15. Still running around the 15, taken out around the 13, but there is a flag on the play. We're waiting for the call. And the flag is against the Coyotes. I'm hearing a lot of boos right now. And there is an injury on the field. Hey, wait. Do you know anything about football? Do you think there's 20 seconds left? Do you think you want to stand there and say, with that, the score is probably going to stay 20. All right. You're going to just commentate the end of this. 20 seconds left, and you're going to take that. 20 seconds, but there's an injury on the field. And the player is being taken off by his own strength. He's being assisted, of course, by his health associates. It's a shame to see that, especially in amateur sports. Never nice to see an injury, even if it is against the opposing team. There will be a halftime kicking contest. Jebbia snaps the ball. He's in the pocket. He's looking all the time in the world. Throws it in between two defenders to Keyshawn Johnson Jr., taken down at around the 26-yard line. The ball was fumbled and recovered by the Conquistadors with 4 seconds left in the half. I will be passing it now to my co-commentator, Jamie.
We still have 4 seconds left in the second half as the Coyotes take the field once more. It looks like we're just still waiting around for... so El Camino's on offense. The Coyotes having a deep 2 cover zone. El Camino look like they're going for long. Probably a Hail Mary of sorts. And they snapped it. Pass short, and he is just taken down. Wait, no, they're just passing. Oh. And they keep going, and they get nowhere. Coyotes take it down. So that is the end of the second half. The score is about 21-0, and we have about 20 minutes till the second half begins. In the meantime, stick around to see the halftime show, as well as possibly some interviews with some players. For the halftime show, we have our girls and some guys doing the part of the hip-hop team doing a little performance for us, as well as the cheerleaders. They're bringing out some girls.
It's not the ref's fault, it's the parents' fault. They were telling me just to run it.
There's one ref on the field in a black hat,
The refs were fine.
but he didn't tell you to run the clock yet. And what's he waiting for, the cheerleaders?
I don't know.
They can't give you a call off the field.
I'm not mad
I think
at
it's
the
plugged
refs
in. I
telling
just
me
don't know how to
stop.
turn it
I'm
on,
mad at the
etc.
parent telling me to stop, and then the broadcasting people telling me to stop, and then the refs telling
Right
me
now
to
he's
keep
telling you
going.
to roll the clock.
Thank
Just
you,
tell him.
yes. Too many people telling me to run and stop. I don't know. Okay, and then after 15 minutes, I put 3 on and run it.
Did he signal it?
Yeah.
Okay, so then at the end
Just
of
we'll see if it's
put
working.
another trigger.
And then do I just start it, or do I wait for it?
Do you hear him?
I don't know who that was, but somebody with a walkie-talkie.
Yeah. And now we have our cheerleaders taking the field right now.
I don't know, I just heard it for the first time. Hope you're happy to give your full.
And a stellar performance from our cheer team. Up next is our hip hop team.
Soulja Boy tell. Soulja Boy ready. Why me fucking, why me roll? Why me like that Soulja Boy, that Superman, that why me crank that soul, that why me you crank that soul, that why me you crank that soul, that why me you crank that soul, that what? Cut it, 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 cut it. Them bricks way too high, you need to cut it. Your price is way too high, you need to cut it. Running through bags on the rack, hitting my plug on the celly. Tell my this that I'm sorry. I'ma skate off in a Rari. Keep 36 by my side, I'ma go bring me a pie. Keep 45 on my side. Go my you die. All of my say blood. All of my say cub. OT, I found me a plug. I got it straight out the mud. That's it.
Stellar performance from the hip hop team. Up next, Calabasas dance team.
Uptown, downtown, everywhere we
of course, we always finish it out with the Calabasas dance team. Stellar performance. And with that, there's about 6 minutes left of halftime. The score is 21-0. El Camino Real will be having the ball at the beginning of the half. I'm Jared Wiseman, and I'll see you next half.
Now welcome Calabasas Marching Band.
And here come the players for the second half. First quarter was classic Coyote football. Explosive offense, destructive defense. Special teams was in there. And with that, the score is 21-0. 25 seconds left before kickoff. Of course, El Camino Real will be receiving. Calabasas elected to receive in the first.
Yeah, I know, it looks fine on, like, Mr. Garb was watching the stream.
Now, the Coyotes this season haven't scored a lot in the third quarter. To be exact, they're averaging under a touchdown per third quarter. But they are averaging 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. We got a chance to catch up with running back Johnny Williams at the halftime. He said that he saw a couple openings that he was looking to take advantage of in the defense against El Camino. Look for him to get his chances. He looked hungry and he looked ready to take it. See if we could run up this score a little bit. What? It was a joke. "12 minutes on the clock. It's the start of the third quarter. Second half is about to begin with the kick. The whistle is blown. The ball is live. Here comes the kicker. And the ball is up. Taken at about the 20-yard line. He brings it up to the 25. Sidestepping, he's at the 30. Pulls it out around the 34-yard line. You're a kicker, right? Some kicker lingo I can throw in there. I know there's pooch, sky, squib.
Squibs are the one that hit the floor.
Yeah, I know that.
Sometimes they'll do one.
Onside kick.
Oh, there's an onside.
I know that.
What else?
Pooch, when they go like just really short. Coyotes defense is lining up. They didn't allow a single score, field goal, touchdown combined in the first half. See if they keep that dominance during the second half. I can see right from here the center, number 77 for Real, is a one big boy. Bad snap. Welker throws down the Coyote defenders, tripped up but is still on his feet, still going backwards. Massive sack. Massive sack there, but I will say what I noticed is Crockett, the first defender that got his arm on him, he just threw him down. Fortunately, he didn't throw the ball away, which would have been advised. And that will make it 3rd down and 27. Ball is snap, handed off, and the running back is out to the races. But he is pulled down around the 28-yard line. That's going to make it 3rd down and 27. Ball on the 28-yard line. Ball snap, handed off to number 22. He's out to the races again, and there he goes up to the 30-yard line. Taken down around the 35, still on his feet, and he's officially down. Nice gain there by the Conquistadors. Zach Boyle on the tackle. The junior, I have culinary arts with him. That's going to make it 4th down and 17. Ball on the 36. Coyotes defense still pressing. Now, last time there was the punting team out, we did see El Camino Real do a fake punt to their fullback. Wasn't able to gain the 1st down. This time, let's see if they go for a traditional punt. The ball is snapped. The punt is up. Nice punt taken around the 35-yard line. Darnay Holmes cutting the corner. 35 steps back, flag on the play. He's now at the 30, still on his feet. Back up to the 30, 35, 40, 45, taken down at the 45, and now that's a 2nd flag on the field. Not only that, there is also a player on the field. Looks like there's an injury. What a cluster of a play. And there's a 3rd flag on the play. A lot of stuff going on in that play, so we're going to wait for the call. So we're still waiting for the call, trying to figure out the whole commotion that was going on. Refs still on the field, picking up their flags now, pointing, whistling towards the Coyotes. Looks like the Coyotes being pushed back very far. So the official call was there were multiple personal foul calls on the Coyotes. Very uncommon. This is a more sportsmanlike team. It's 1st down and 10 at the 10-yard line. Remember, again, this was after the punt. All right, the ball is whistled. Finally, the ball is back into play. With a running back to his right. Ball snapped. Jebbia floats it out, and it's going up. off the hands of the receiver down near the 36-yard line. Intended receiver number 1, Hiles. That'll make it 2nd down and 10. He really aired it out there. And there seems to be a offsides call. And that will make it 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line. And he airs the ball out. Caught by Hiles. He's at the 50, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! What a play! 2nd and 5. Jebbia airs it out. Hiles with the reception takes it to the house. And just like that, the score is 27 Coyotes, pending the point after. And we're awaiting the PAT. Ref waving his finger. That means ball is live. Whistle's blown. Ball is up. And the kick is good. And that makes the score 28-0 Calabasas Coyotes. More stellar play from the Calabasas Coyotes. Their offense putting up points. And here comes the kick. It's up, and another solid kick there, taken at around the 10-yard line. He's up, back towards the 10, coming up around. He's at the 15. Now he's scrambling around, taking around the 19-yard line. Average field position for the Conquistadors. Once again, El Camino High School is close in vicinity to Calabasas High School, but is not in LVUSD. It is in LAUSD. Actually, is just switching out of LAUSD. It is not in conference, and it is a charter school. They are not ranked nearly as well as the Coyotes are. Coyotes are number 24 in California. It would be nice to say they put up a bit of a better effort. They have been trying, but unfortunately this team is just too powerful.
And hard tackle by number 85. Cornelius Hawkins on the carry for the Steelers.
And with that carry, it looks like it gained only about a 1 or 2 yard line, or 1 or 2 yards. And now it is 2nd down and 8, ball on the 20, ball is snap, hand off, number 22, and he's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Some pushing. There's a little aggression going on right now between the two teams. It is towards the end of the game. Tempers are high. Maybe a little fatigue. But the Coyotes should be very proud of what they have going on today. Just an all-around good game. Definitely bragging right abilities for the Coyotes for the next year, at least, until they play again. And quarterback sack, but there is a flag on the play. And they are calling it a sack on Brandon Hiles. Or by Brandon Hiles. Now with Hiles, Holmes is in the backfield ready to receive the punt. Punt from the end zone. Pretty solid punt there. Nice spin fielded by Darnay around the 45, and he's up around the 30, and he's still on his feet. 25, 20, 15, 10, on his feet, 5, and touchdown! Calabasas! Spectacular play. Punt return by Darnay Holmes. What was I talking about earlier in this game? You punt the ball to Darnay or Brandon, you know what's going to happen. He pushed that defender right down to finish off quite a return. And he puts that El Camino Real team right back on the field for offense again. 82. 82 with the kick, and it's good. Calabasas up 35-0. Now, CIF rules, the clock will continue to tick.
36 is over. At 36 points.
Because the team is up by 30 points towards the end of the game, so the clock will continue to tick. And here comes the kick, a nice long step up, and boom! Pretty solid kick, fielded at around the 15. Camino's got it up at the 30, 35, taken down around the 36.
Carry brought down by number 86. Return to the 36-yard line.
And then we'll put the ball at the 36-yard line. Tackled by Captain Jackson Despain. Jackson Despain, my apologies. Camino Real back on offense after that kick return. Here comes number 22 for Real. He's up at the 40, taken down around the 42. You could run, you can pass. The clock will continue to tick. Real better put some points up. El Camino, of course, nicknamed Elko. Calabasas, nicknamed Seabass. Jared Wiseman, nicknamed Baller. For those of you who do not know who Jared Wiseman is, that is me. And the ball is snapped by El Camino. Fakes it, but it is a run. The whistle is not down yet. Now it is down. Looks like about a gain of 4 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down and 5. Third down and 5 on the 43. Ball is snapped. Hands off. And looks like a gain of nothing, maybe even a tackle for loss. Who knows? Well, I mean, I do, but it's fun to ask those rhetorical questions. The Pack, even though it is a blowout, they're still here, still supporting, and Elko is still out here supporting their team. I know it can be tough during these brutal routes, but they're still holding hope that there might be a score. It is 4th down and 6. Here comes the punting team. We've seen the punting team a lot tonight. Another soft snap, and the punt is up. Really nice airtime there, and it is taken by Darnay Holmes, who's got it again. No, never mind. It's by number 11, but he's at the 40, 45, tackled around the 49-yard line. It was number 11. The return was from Nico Hall, who was wearing Darnay's old number 11. There's an injury on the field after the return. But with that, that is the start of the 4th quarter, the last quarter of the game, score 35-0. The injury is for El Camino, or is a El Camino player number 21, and he is walking off on his own strength, a little bit of a limp, but that's good to see. Never like to see that.
Well, I put my water away, but that's my Coke. That's it. Those are.
Is this your coat?
I think it's your son's.
Oh, there you go. It's Braden.
Oh yeah, just throw it away.
They're cool. Here's another iron on water. Are you recycling? You are?
And Tristan Gebbia is taken out of the game. Many of the starters are taken out of the game. The pass is received behind the line of scrimmage and takes it up for a nice 5-yard gain. The starters are out. It is the fourth quarter, and it is a blowout. Now's the time for all the underclassmen and the second and third stringers to really make a name for themselves. Sure, thank you.
Stop pressing the button.
And a first down there by the Coyotes.
First down. Special thank you to players.
Incomplete on the play, second down and 10.
Intended for number 3.
Still scrambling, airs the ball out through the receiver's hands, but it was a nice throw there. Way to evade the oncoming defense.
Nice pass. No. Completed number 1.
Completed to Hiles. Hit while receiving. And that will be fourth down and 4. Coyotes will be going for it. Ball on the 32. Ball snap, quick throw. Out to number 11, Nico Halls, 10-5. Touchdown, Calabasas. And we're now pending the point after. And the score is 42-0. Absolute blowout here, by far one of the best victories of the season for the Coyotes. They've just absolutely manhandled this team. And the kick is up. And they're calling back the kick. They were calling it offsides on the Coyotes on the kickoff. And the kick is up. Received at the 30. Going another flag on the play, taken down around the 33-yard line.
Number 22. No, number 8. Same one.
Ball snapped by El Camino. Takes the snap up to the 40, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, El Camino. And with that, the shutout is no more. It is good to see Elko get that score, especially in such an impressive run. Got to give it to it, the pure speed, but would have been nice for the Coyotes to get that shutout. I'm sure they're happy with their win. Nice play by number 22. He's one of those senior running backs. And with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game, the score is 42-7. Kyle Finnick is the lineman of the game. The junior had broadcasting class with him last year. It might be the end of the game, but the band is still pumped. And so is the pack, I might add. The pack, of course, the student section. We stand the whole game. It's kind of funny. In recent years, well, actually, years before when the team wasn't that good, the pack would be empty by the time halftime came around. Now the pack is empty by the time halftime comes around, but that's because the score is so high. There's not much else you can see. I will say, though, for today, the game, the pack is looking as perky as ever. Receiver number 11, Nico Hall, wins the MVP of the game.
Yeah. So he's got a kid at AC. Oh, it's a freshman.
Due to the penalty, the Conquistadors will be kicking off on the Coyotes 45-yard line.
The Conquistadors will be kicking from the 45-yard line due to a penalty on the PAT. Very comical. It looks like they're kicking from the paw, something you don't see very often. And flag on the play. They're calling it offsides on the Conquistadors. And now that kick is moving back.
I feel like an entertainer now. Okay, so what we
Got the coolest $5 toy.
And the return is very nice, taken behind the 5-yard line, taken up to now the 35-yard line. And the seconds are ticking off.
spent the whole time cracking up in the class.
And that's the game. Calabasas Coyotes 42-7. What a blowout. Coyotes didn't give up a score till their second team was in the fourth quarter. All around great game. Here comes the high fives, the handshakes, the congratulations. Coyotes fans are going home happy knowing that they are now 5-0 on the season. Want to give a big thank to the entire KYOTV sports team, especially Bree right there. She's dancing for me. Have a good night and drive safe. Except if you're watching this, you're not driving. Find your bedroom safe. Good night. Jared Wiseman signing off. I don't really know how to end podcasts. And good night.